the Action Campaign's video series explaining the legislative provisions in the Affordable Housing Credit Improvement Act of 2021, commonly called the AHCIA. In this video, Ariane and I will discuss a provision in the bill that would streamline income averaging for bond-financed housing credit developments. Ariane, first of all, what is income averaging?
In 2018, Congress enacted an important programmatic change to the housing credit program, allowing new developments to serve households earning up to 80% of the area median income, so long as the average income designation in the low-income units in those properties would be no higher than 60% of the area median income. The official name for this is the average income test. So it's one of three minimum set-asides that an owner can choose from when determining what the income and rent composition of the property will be. Income averaging was actually a part of an earlier version of the Affordable Housing Credit Improvement Act, and a major victory for the Action Campaign when it was enacted into law.
Why did Action advocate for income averaging?
That's a great question, Jennifer. The main goals of income averaging were to better serve very low and extremely low income households and broaden the spectrum of who could live in a housing credit property so the program will work better, both in high cost cities and lower income rural areas.
So how does income averaging do all of those things?
Well, if an owner is going to serve households earning as much as 80% of the area median income, in order to keep the average unit designation at 60%, the owner must set aside some units in the property to be rented by very low or extremely low income tenants at lower rent levels. This allows a broader mix of incomes in the property, and that's always a good thing. Also, in high cost areas, someone earning even 80% of the area median may not be able to afford an apartment. And in rural areas, the number of people at 50 to 60% of the area median income can be small. By going up to 80% and down much further to households at 20 or 30% of the area median income, we are broadening the market for housing credit properties, which makes an economy of scale more possible.
Got it. What exactly does the AHCIA of 2021 do for income averaging and bond-financed housing credit developments?
Well, Congress added the average income test as a third minimum set-aside for the housing credit, but it did not make the same change to the section of the tax code governing multifamily bonds. And as you know, it is the housing bonds that trigger the 4% credit. So if a 4% credit multifamily bond development uses income averaging for the purpose of the housing credit, it still has to meet one of the two minimum set-asides allowed under the bond program. While this is certainly possible to do, it's administratively burdensome. So Section 201 of the Affordable Housing Credit Improvement Act of 2021 would simply add the average income test as a third minimum set-aside for the bond program to match the housing credit program.
Thanks for that information, Ariane. For more of our video series, visit the Action Campaign's website at www.rentalhousingaction.org.